Guys and gals, we are at Lifetime Nut Cover in Britt, Iowa, home of No Coast Large Cars. And that is a No Coast Large Car. We're snagging this baby up. This is Easter weekend. We're gonna run this bad girl down to 75 Chrome Shop on our back and show it off. So that's what we're doing. Let's check out, let's see what that journey looks like. Let's go. So sometimes you have a flat. So part of this journey involved getting a tire fixed. Anyway, we had a tire get something in the side of it. No big deal. We're gonna throw another one on. So, all right, so we're getting shined up at Cleaning Solutions in Garner, Iowa. Mr. Clean back there doing work. This is another step of the process here. We got a little dirty, so we're gonna get cleaned up. We'll have to dodge some rain on the way down. So not getting too crazy, but we wanted to get the rain and everything and dust off of the aluminum. So another wheel, another cog in the wheel, if you will. If you're in Garner, Iowa, and you need a truck wash, check them out. Guys and gals, another part of this journey. We're cruising along. This is a brand new 2023 389. We've got about 4,000 miles on it. They give us a 5,000 break-in on the front rear ends. Very common for these to get hot. We usually change that oil out after 5,000 to a better oil. I'll show y'all. I'll flip the front camera around, show y'all what it's doing. Pretty common, in my opinion, not normal, but pretty common. See, there's the gauge, like I mentioned, up in, just in the red 250. You can see it's got the red light on. It also has the little temperature on there digitally, and we got this morning just now. Like I said, we usually do a 5,000 break-in. I don't know if the oil's not as good. They say the tolerances are tighter and it makes it hotter. So anyway, we usually run a little bit better oil than this, and does away with all that. So just another part of the journey here. All right, so we're going into Lowe's to get a shower. What is it with them making all this shit uphill? Like all the Lowe's are uphill now. Anyway, we're gonna go try to grab a shower. Another part of the trip, part of the journey, if you will. I think it's raining or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go do it. Well, shower's done. Check out that beauty right there. Yeah. Sun's coming up. We're gonna do our, trucking stuff, pre-trip, that kind of thing, and roll on down the road. We're in Mississippi, not far from Louisiana, so we're gonna cruise on in, shoot over to Baton Rouge to Rouge and get a couple things touched up, and then we're gonna go on to Florida. So another part of the trip, another appointment to keep. So did I mention that thing? Check that thing out. Woo! Jeez. If you don't kind of get impressed by your rig when you're walking out to it, you probably need to change rigs. Look at that. Woo! Man. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Guys and gals, we are here. New Gen's across the street. Right. God, that's so hard to point out. Right there. You can see their little sign right here at New Gen. Anyway, we're at New Gen. We've dropped the 58 and the Kalen Cyber trailer. So this is real, no green screen. You can see it's unhooked. We really do haul shit with this thing. So we're going to take the truck next door. They're going to glow us up a little bit. We have just a couple things to touch up, and then it's off the rest of the way to Florida. So this is another part, another step of the trip. So let's go check them out. Okie dokie. So one more step. We're at New Gen. We got our, we're touching up back in. We're getting a plate installed here. We've already got the front rails on, as you can see. So we trimmed them. Floyd got us polished up, and he's currently polishing up. Let's check it out. So the stainless fender that we had coming in, polished in and out, didn't make it. So we're gonna make it happen. Floyd's gonna make it happen. So big shout out to Floyd, Phase Dave's Metal Polishing. That's what's up, there's the crew. And there she is, guys, all finished up. What do you think, Floyd? 10 of 10? Yeah, keep in mind, guys, he did not know he was gonna be doing stainless today, so we had to improvise, but that's what we got. We're pretty happy with it. Just one of the steps. So the gig behind that was, guys, this one fender ended up somehow or another not polished on the inside, and all the others were. So we jerked her off right quick. There was supposed to be a replacement here. There's some shipping deals with Easter and everything. It didn't get here. So that's why we had it off. That's why Floyd had to polish it on the fly. Just some of the things that happened. So show trucking, show prep. So truck stop, night number 3, I guess, maybe something like that. Anyway, decided to pull on another. Got just a little bit tired. We're definitely reeling her in now. Getting closer. This is just another step here. Another wheel on the cog, if you will. Got finished up at New Gen today. There was some rain, so we drove through some of it. And then, actually, luckily, stayed pretty damn clean somehow. So, anyway, but we got through all that. We're in Florida. We're going to shut it down for the night. Finish out tomorrow. I think we got about 5 hours. So, going to catch some Z's. Anyway, another step. All right, guys and gals. So, we are at 75 Chrome Shop. We made it. This is another step in the process. Pretty cool truck right here pulling out. EV. Lots of cool trucks down here. I'll do some walking around to that later. But there it is, the infamous 75 Chrome. The sign you always see. 75 Chrome Shop. Beautiful Florida. Weather is nice. A little hot, supposed to get in the 90s. So we went from Iowa weather to here. So big changes. Anyway, we're putting in some lights. We need a couple connections. We're going to run inside and see if we can get those right quick. This is kind of a work day. So we got on the coveralls. We've been rolling around on the light top here, which is kind of dirty. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, guys, step number 16, 17, 18, or 20. I don't even know where we're at, but I got trimmed up. Got a little fly here. Guy named Joe, Gentleman Joe's Barbershop, Mobile Barbershop, was here in the parking lot. It just made sense. Happened to go wrong with a guy named Joe. So we did that while we're waiting. We're waiting to get washed today. So we're kind of at the back of the line, but a guy's coming in a minute to get us all loaded up. So once we get washed, then we can really concentrate on detailing tomorrow while they're parking us. We'll clock tires and that kind of thing, most likely. So anyway, another step, another wheel in the car, another cog in the wheel. Man, I always mess that up. Anyway, tonight I say we do some drinking. But anyways, Sunday Cop comes up. You can see the trucks lined up here. Everybody's getting washed kind of right back over here in this section. So just one more step. So let's go get busy. All right, guys, another step. It's early in the morning. 75 Chrome Shop, day one kind of, which is parking day. So Thursday, we've got just a little bit of dew on the truck. We're going to use that to our advantage, wipe some of that rain and stuff off because we didn't get this truck washed. The water spots are real bad down here, so we were trying to be super careful about it. So instead of using water to wash, I'm going to use the natural water that's on there, wipe that stuff down. Let's get to it. Alright, guys and gals, so in that time lapse right there, you saw me doing a lot of talking, and I would like to bring it up that is another huge part of what happens here. Guys come up, you start talking, and it's hard to stay focused for a long time, especially for me, because I like to talk. So that is a realistic thing. Sometimes you just have to be like, hey guys, I'd love to chit chat, but I gotta go clean. Or you just decide to chit chat and build lifelong relations, and maybe don't do that much cleaning. So anyway, I wanted to show that it is a real thing that happens. So we got the front of this wiped down. Like I said, we used the water. You can see, like right here, we missed a few places. We'll hit that with the waterless wash and some detail stuff. There's some bugs there we need to get off anyway, so we'll clean it up completely. But might as well use what the Lord gave you and to your advantage. So that's what we did. So another step in the process. Guys and gals, Joe here on Saturday night by 75 Chrome Shop. Another step in the process. We're finally all cleaned up. Everything's kind of done. Just hanging out, talking to people, shaking hands, kissing babies, that kind of thing. It's been kind of fun doing this whole deal with the different steps, but this is pretty much the last step. We'll hang out tonight, socialize, we'll load up, and then tomorrow's awards, and then it's all over. We move on to the next thing. So anyway, the last step of the steps, I guess. But we're out here. Pretty big party going on, lots of people walking through, lots of foot traffic. So here's the truck. Show you all the inside. We did a couple things different. Change the shift knobs out. guys. It's all over but the grind now, the last step of steps. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little journey. Maybe we'll do some more of this. It is. There's all these cool influential people down here. We're checking out. Hey, the next step is hanging out with cool people.